Can everyone hear me? There we go. I appreciate your support. For those, I think I know most everyone, but my name's Chris Petty. I'm the father of the groom. My wife, Robin, didn't have to stand up and speak tonight, but she's my beautiful wife of 25 years this year. Robin and I would like to thank everyone for coming and taking time out of your schedules to come spend some time with us. But I was told fairly late in this process that I had to give a father of the groom speech, which I didn't know that was a thing. And I think Scott roped me into this actually, but so I had to Google to figure out what I needed to say here. So I've got a guideline, so bear with me. Apparently first I'm supposed to speak about the groom, my son Tyler. Tyler was very driven from a young age, very competitive, hardworking, and loyal. We would joke that that he was an adult as a 2-year-old. He always wanted to be around adults, and if he couldn't be a part of the conversation, he was always listening from close by. When Tyler was younger, he always wanted to be president. When he was younger, he always wanted to be president of the United States. That was a dream for the first several years. He did accomplish this on a very small scale at a young age. His first taste of the presidency was when he became self-proclaimed president of his table in first grade class. Robin tells the story when Robin was still teaching that her and Tyler were walking through the hall one morning and a little girl walked by and said to Tyler, "Good morning, Mr. President." Robin looked at him as the little girl walked off and asked, why did she call you that? Tyler replied, "Because I'm president of our first grade table, and that's what I told her to call me." The next time Tyler would become president was in second grade when he defeated his lifelong friend, Keaton Adcock, standing here with him tonight, as in a heated battle for president of their second grade make-believe town. This marked the end of Tyler's short political career, but as a brother, he always worked hard to set the right example for his younger brothers. When it came to his younger brothers, things always worked out well as long as Tyler was able to make the rules and his brothers followed them. Trevor and Trey can certainly attest to that. Tyler's always been extremely loyal to his friends, family, organizations, employer, and of course, Caitlin. As a parent, I believe children are your most important contribution to the world. Tyler, your mother and I couldn't be more proud of the man you've become. Okay, I think I'm good. The bride is the next portion I'm supposed to speak of. Our new daughter-in-law, Caitlin, is not as... My back? Okay. Caitlin is certainly not quite as serious as Tyler is. She is very outgoing and fun-loving. The very first time I remember hearing the name Caitlin Valley in our house, Tyler was very frustrated with Caitlin's attitude toward swimming and her lack of effort during practice. Let's just say it wasn't love at first sight. As it turns out, I've since learned the feeling was mutual. Caitlin was equally as frustrated with Tyler's inability to have fun during practice. The next time Caitlin Valley came up, she was texting Tyler, fishing to see if he liked her. Robin and I could see this, but Tyler didn't have a clue. Caitlin finally, being the very direct person she is, texted and said, "I like you. It's no joke." Tyler, not knowing how to respond, went on with his day without responding. Sorry, son. It wasn't until he got home and talked it over with Robin.
Thank you, Robin.
Talked it over with Robin to make sure he was reading the text correctly. Many hours later, he then responded. His response, "Okay, let's go to dinner and talk about it." Not sure how smooth that was, but I guess it worked. Things haven't been the same since. Caitlin truly brings out the best in Tyler. One funny story, a couple years ago, Caitlin went on a family vacation with us to Costa Rica. On this trip, we went whitewater rafting. You know where this is headed, right? I think Caitlin's goal on this rafting trip was to see if she could drive me crazy. So she, along with my family, came up with a chant that was repeated no less than 1,000 times. She even had the rafting guy join in. Those of you that know me can just imagine my response. Since that trip, chanting has become a big thing in our family for everyone except me, of course. Today, I'm supposed to give a speech to welcome Caitlin into our family, but she is already a member of our family. Today simply makes it official. As a couple, Tyler and Caitlin constantly push each other to be better. Their strengths and weaknesses perfectly complement each other. Together, I think the two of them will be unstoppable. A little humidity, sorry. Robin and I would like to thank Scott and Becca Valley for hosting this wonderful event. We've really enjoyed getting to meet all of the family and have them over to our house this week. That's been great. We would also like to thank them for welcoming our son into their family. A successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. I would also like to mention one of my favorite Bible verses, 1 Corinthians 13:7. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. Finally, I would like to make a toast to the bride and groom. Here's to many happy years together. Cheers.
Why'd you hook 'em horns? Oh, my bad. All right. I got a little confused. All right, so I Googled it also because I had about the same amount of notice about a speech. I'm supposed to be the serious part of this, so Chris got to be funny. That kind of sucks because I like the funny part, but I'm like, dang. All right, so first off, I want to thank everybody for coming out. This is incredible turnout, and we have people from England, all over the world, family, friends, and it is just such a God's blessing to see everybody here and have you all here. Secondly, of course, thank my wife, Becca, for giving me this speech when she was going to do it. Everyone knows Becca. She's real big on public speaking, so that would have gone well. That would have been a divorce. And then Chris and Robin Petty, you guys really saved our bacon this week. Hosting events, the boat, everything. This has been amazing, and we give them a huge round of applause. They have gone over. But the most important thing I want to say to them is thank you for raising such a great kid. So he is an amazing young man, and it was funny. One of the comments that my dad that used to just infuriate Caitlin was, he's got a plan. Tyler's got a plan. Every time Caitlin's like, he doesn't have a plan. He didn't. His plan's stupid. It's work for his dad, move to Austin. Who wants to? So, and look at you now. Guess Papa was right. The dude with the plan. So a couple of things I want to talk about. I had two things to talk about, but my wife added a third to it, and you're going to see my comfort level dip dramatically with the third thing to talk about. So the first one I want to talk about is destiny. In 1998, well, really 97, we had a job offer to move down to Texas, and we were moving to San Antonio, Texas, and we loaded up in a 26-foot moving truck. We had our blessed little bundle of loudness and Caitlin in between us, and God, she was loud in that cabin. I didn't think the U-Haul could be like quieted, but she won for like 18 hours. So we were on our way, and we stopped at Dallas to do some business stuff, and the person that we were meeting with said, dude, don't go to San Antonio. Just stay in Austin. So, okay, I'm going to San Antonio. But I was exhausted, and so we stopped in Austin and we moved here. So that's seriously what it was. I was just tired of driving, and we ended up here. And then we ended up in North Austin, and there was every place in the city we could have lived, but we moved near the Pettys, starting in kindergarten. And throughout kindergarten and fourth grade YMCA soccer, where they were on the same team and didn't know it, and we're still trying to find that picture. Then nitro swimming, where they kind of actually met and realized, and they were in the schools together since basically almost we got here. They've been in each other's area and vicinity. And what I look at that is throughout my life, I was a big believer in I do something, cause and effect. I do it, there's an effect. And later in life, as I get older and balder and grayer and angrier, I look at it and it's destiny. We were guided here to get these two together. And it's incredible to know all the series of events that we had to get to this night. And the key piece to the destiny, though, isn't just that they were there, but they took the opportunity to make this happen. So God got them in the right place, but there's a lot of people that don't take that step and get this level of happiness and togetherness and what they have for the rest of their lives. And so the word is destiny, but it's really opportunity. And they took the opportunity that was given to them to get here tonight, and now they've got a lot of opportunities in the future that they need to make sure they continue going through those doors and opening them. The second word that I have is foundation. And between the parents and the grandparents, we have, I think I added my fuzzy math, we have 272 years of marriage. And that's just amazing. So what these two have grown up and seen is a foundation built on long-term love and commitment. And what they've done is seen how people have worked at marriage. They've worked at staying together. They've worked through the hard times. And they've seen this foundation. And this is the foundation, I think, and I'm not speaking for it, but we both believe that you have a foundation. And it's now your time to build your house. And it, just like anything, building takes work. That stuff doesn't magically come up, so you're going to work your way through it, and everyone knows Tyler, he's got a plan. So that work's going to get accomplished. The other story that I'll do is, and it's probably embarrassing, but it's all right. Tyler did everything in his power on a concert weekend to come up and break away from Caitlin. Caitlin knew there was an impending, proposal coming, and she wouldn't let him out of her sight. Just nothing. That kid was dogged. So finally, he worked out with Savvy G to get Caitlin away from him. And then he met us, and he's like, Mr. and Mrs. Valley, went through his spiel, and I was like, okay. And it was really sweet. But I said, Tyler, I'm going to do something. 90 days. You got 90 days to make sure. And all right, good. He stuck through it, and he looked at this and said, this is amazing, and this is what we want. And this is where we want to go. The foundation is there. The destiny is there. And then the last piece that I'll talk about, now that we're good. All right. The last piece I'll talk about is the part that makes me less comfortable, is sparkle. So, I've always told Caitlin, don't lose your sparkle. I always says that to Caitlin. Everyone who knows Caitlin knows she's got a lot of sparkle. A lot of sparkle. And so, what we see in Tyler is he's the son of her sparkle. So, where he's at, she sparkles more. And together, they're going to make an amazing couple. And we wish you the best of everything in the future. And so, to end it, I'd like to raise a glass and toast to Caitlin and Tyler.
Hi, I'm Savannah. For those that don't know me, I'm Caitlin's best friend. Just first of all, thank you all so much for coming out and Becca and Scotty and Chris and Robin, thank y'all so much for making this day possible. I met Caitlin in college. We were roommates. And I met Caitlin and Tyler together. They were moving into my apartment, and I knew that Caitlin and I were going to be so close, best friends, because I stalked her on Instagram before she moved in. And their relationship has taught me so much as a person and how to grow up, and I admire y'all so much. Can y'all hear me? I admire y'all's relationship so much. Y'all have taught me basically everything, how to do anything by myself. And yeah, I just love y'all, and I'm so happy that this day that y'all let me be a part of your day, and I'm so nervous, but I love you so much. And congratulations, Caitlin and Tyler. We did it!
Let me grab that
Do
from
you want
you.
to switch spots?
Yeah, I'll sit right here. All right. So I don't think many of y'all know me. I'm Heath King. I'm with Tyler. I was in his men's organization, Gents of Texas A&M at Texas A&M. Yep, Gents of Texas A&M, yeah. So when Tyler came to me, we were going to our formal, I believe. And I was in the backseat of his truck because I didn't want to drive to Houston and waste gas. So, and he goes and says, Caitlin's going, hey, tell him, ask him. And he goes, hey, you want to be my best man at my wedding? And I go, okay. And then I figured out what you had to do to be a best man. And I'm like, oh, I got to give a speech. I'm like, crap. So I was like, all right. But here I am. I wrote it down, so it's short and simple. So congratulations to Tyler and Caitlin on finally pulling the trigger. You did it. Took a while. I remember the first time I met Caitlin at one of our tailgates, I believe we met. First time we met, and he introduced me at the time as his girlfriend. And I said, blink twice if you're being held captive. I just couldn't believe that this guy could land a beautiful girl like that. But then I finally got to know Tyler through our friendship at Gents. And then I realized just how incredible person and a man that he is. And I could not have asked for a better friend in my life. So I really thank you for that. And y'all are right, by the way, on how serious this guy is. Out of all the things that Tyler could have spoke about at one of our meetings, he spoke about Roth IRAs and Excel spreadsheets. I'm not kidding. For like an hour. And hey, you know what? I love that. I'm a finance major. I love him. So I know that you'll both kill it in Phoenix, and you're going to live an awesome life, and you're going to be a great duo and just kill it. And I wish you both the best and have a happy, long marriage. Congratulations. Cheers.
Howdy. All right, bear with me on my voice. It's pretty much gone now. But I just wanted to talk on behalf of Caitlin and I and say thank you to all of y'all for coming out. This night is amazing. We couldn't have asked for anything better. Thank you to our parents, Mom, Dad, Becca, Scott. Thank y'all for this night, and thank you for this week and all that. It's been more than we could have ever asked for. As we start our lives together, it's great to have all of our favorite people in one place. And, thank you again for coming out. So, you have anything? Ditto. Yeah. Thanks and gig 'em.